Hey, what's happening? It's your boy Big K.R.I.T, third co-representative. You know I'm rocking with hip hop since 1987, shout it.
Shout my hip hop since 1987, niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.
It's your boy Brandon B. White here with Hip Hop since 1987. I'm here with Big K.R.I.T, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You're here in Philly, man. You've been all over.
Man, yeah, man. This ain't our first. You know what I'm saying? It's just, like, you know, visit to here Philly, man. We've been coming here since 2010 doing shows.
Yeah.
So it's just good to see the growth, man, and you know, see people talking about kind of shit. You know, the East Coast. It's love.
Yeah, it's definitely love. Last time you was here, you was at Mitchell and Nesby interview.
Yeah.
You had the hat.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh man, we appreciate that. I mean, we'll see probably when Cadillactica drop. We'll see about that. I can't. We got to talk to Mitchell and Nesby about that, make it happen.
Okay.
But I don't see why not, because they did well.
Yeah. So Cadillactica comes out in November.
Okay.
You're here on tour.
Yep.
But you here in Philly. I just noticed something like, you know, like a year ago, you had a little different look. Now you got the little Philly beard.
Oh, it's a Philly.
I feel like it's a Philly.
I ain't mad though. I mean, but it's just that beard commands a certain kind of energy. And
Okay.
And it's just like, hey man, I was like, yeah, let me get this. And I'm just K.R.I.T. People ain't saying I look like somebody else.
No,
I'm just K.R.I.T. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the beard. I ain't never cut it off. Women love the beard.
I feel you
they
with
love
that.
the beard. Yeah.
All right, so your new album, November 11th, drops. Can you break down the title and the artwork for us?
Well, Cadillactica is literally my subconscious mind. And I can't call my album that, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I gotta create an actual title for this. And I decided I wanted to create the planet where the Cadillac that crash landed on planet Earth on Live Underground. I wanted to tell the story of where that Cadillac came from. And it came from planet Cadillactica, which is my subconscious mind, everything that I think about creatively. And in creating this planet, I wanted to tell life from the beginning to the end of this planet. Things are a little obscure, they'll look different, but you go through the young, rambunctious stage, then you move on to the just trying to figure out your purpose, finding love stage, then being comfortable, and then the end of it all. And so, and that's pretty much how it flows, but just telling in a way that ain't never been told before. Twisting things that we know naturally, that we've learned through our life, but making them a little different, you know?
Okay.
And so, yeah, that's Cadillactica in the very minimum nutshell, but when you hear it, you'll be like, oh, shit.
Now, to get that message across, you know, you linked up with a lot of producers, and you didn't produce the album by yourself.
No, not by myself.
So how easy was it to, you know, find a producer who had that sound for you so you can get that message across?
I mean, normally I work with people I'm a fan of musically.
Okay.
And it might either get my sound, or I know they'll create something for me that I won't create for myself.
Okay.
Terrence Martin is one of those people that understands music, period. And to go in and be able to hum a record to him, and he create a musical body around it, is what I was looking for, to stay away from sampling so much. You know, Raphael Sadiq's gonna give you something that sounds like a sample, but it's not at all.
It's original.
You know, and Dahi is just an alien with music, to the point where the drum patterns, sonically, the melodies and all that are things that I wouldn't do for myself. And then Jim Johnson and Zach and Fanatic, Nico, all them are beasts down there in Miami, man. And so it just made sense to work with these artists, because all their records still have bass though, the bass and bottom, but it's melodic at the same time, and I think I really needed that for Cadillactica.
So with every producer who produced on the track, you got in the studio with them, or? Oh
yeah, everybody. We was in studio, played the A+ beats. I cut records there. Whatever they had opinions on, I'm like, I do that different. They didn't mind giving it to me, and I took their insight.
Okay. Now I watched your Combat Jack interview.
Yeah, shout out to Combat Jack.
That was a great interview. I really wanted to know, like, what's the goal with a project like this? Because, you know, you talked about you being a hard critic on yourself. What's the goal with this project here?
To go farther than what box they put me in. And to show people outside of my genre that I can create music that has nothing to do with just hip hop. It's more bigger than that. And I think and just on a creative level, to kind of push the boundaries of what hip hop will allow me any farther. You know, because singing, the amount of time I spent trying to creatively tell a story of a planet, it took a little while, but then to tie it back into Live from the Underground, with King Remember the Time, Forever and a Day, Return Forever, down to Krizzle shit, it all is tied into that. And so for me, it's always about saying something that's important. I think people are gonna take from this that I'm never gonna change, but I'm gonna make the kind of music that's so relatable and so timeless that I'm gonna be around forever.
Okay, now we didn't hear the project yet, but what would you say is your favorite record off the project?
That's hard to say. It's a lot of records. It's a lot of favorite records.
Give us some
but I mean, but I would say that the Raphael Sadiq record, Raphael produced the record.
Okay.
And he's actually on the hook too. Soul Food. It's one of my favorites. Saturdays Equal Celebration features Jamie N. Commons. That's his whole name, Jamie N. Commons. And I co-produced that with Alex the Kid. And then a record called More Better Cool that I have with Devin the Dude, Bun B, and Big Son.
Okay.
Yeah, and so those are my favorites right now. But I've been writing this album for about a year now.
Yeah. So the switches up frequently.
Yeah, definitely.
Now you also talked about being on tour, Currency, The Wiz, Macklemore.
Yeah.
Learning from all of them, just being on tour with them, Smoke Dizzy and things like that. What's going to be different on this current tour you're on now?
Well, this current tour right now is all energy.
Okay.
Like at the end of the day, we give our all, and then we just dropped See Me on Top 4 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So it's new content, but this is the first time we roll out the Cadillac grill. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's just the theme of it all, and it's all about taking people on a journey to Cadillactica. That's why I have to pay attention to it. You gotta watch the roads, you gotta be up on where we going, the directions, so you can get to Cadillactica and understand it.
Is there any city you look forward to performing at? Like maybe, like I know when you go, let's just say for example, you go to New York, you rock New York, you know you're gonna get a good vibe for the rest of the cities, or is it certain?
I mean, well, every city at this point, because it's all growth. Like we've been seeing every city that we've been through thus far has been some kind of growth, and that's remarkable. And then that makes you excited for the next city you go to. Like we just sold out DC Howard Theater, and it was a different vibe. It's like because country shit is 3.5 years down the way now.
Yeah.
So it's music that I put out so long ago, it's so embedded, and people fuck with it so long that when it come on, it's instant. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And it's so much content, and it's at this point, it's like everybody's having fun, bro. Everybody's having fun.
Now you also talked about multi-alumni records, when possibly wanting to sign artists.
Yeah.
Is there any artist that gained your interest so far, or is there certain artists you're looking for?
Yeah, I obviously Big Son is already a part of the whole multi-movement. Yeah, the family. I'm looking for soul singers at this point because music and where I want to go with it, I want to be able to create samples that people think, music that people think of samples and they're not. And in order to do that, I need to not only surround myself with a band of some sort, but to work with the kind of people that have that raspiness and that voice. So I'm basically looking for the next David Ruffin.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Might not be easy, but
no, it's not gonna be that, but it exists though. It exists.
Yeah.
Or somebody that embodies that passion in their music.
Okay.
They might be 7 now, I might be 10 years away from it, but I'm looking for it.
Okay, now you also mentioned you wanted to score movies and produce outside of just the hip hop genre. How close are you to that goal?
I would say I'm like 50-50. I'm like 50% away because I still got so much work to do as a rapper and as just a producer. But I think probably top of next year, or the end of next year somewhere, y'all probably start seeing and hearing music that I created, but my voice isn't on it. Because that's the next step, is just implementing the producer aspect, not having to rap, not having to sing, but creating music and writing music for other people.
Yeah, that's good, being behind the scenes.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. You get a check and get to stay home.
I see you got the threes on. We hearing Soul Control.
Yeah.
Certain kick, you think, you just wish, like when you got here, they got, so you can take.
Yeah, I've been out the Dulaney 5s.
Okay.
The Dulaney 5s, I peeped. You know what I'm saying? I ain't these ones I'm looking at, but I just saw these. I think they real. I think it's a Jordan and Carmelo collab. These gold and black ones coming out. I don't know, but I'm just saying I saw them. I think I'm looking for those, but we gonna see. I see some 5s in here that I ain't got. I also ain't got the military 4s. I need those again because I fucked them all up. Because I perform in all my shoes, bro, and I destroy them shits.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
You might have to switch it up, wear a pair of Chucks to perform. And
No. That's not the point. That's not the point. I wear these shoes because they're basketball shoes.
Okay. For
real.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know Chucks ain't got no arch in them.
Yeah.
I'm about to twist my ankle out there. It's not what I'm trying to do on stage. I gotta have ankle support, so I wear my Jordans. I'm sorry to all the Jordan heads out there, but cool. You see me jump off stage in a pit of rocks and some Columbia 11s. I'm sorry. You know, if them motherfuckers come off the side, I apologize. But I put on a hell of a show, man.
But we don't want to hold you up from this listening event. Is there anything else you want to say to the camera?
Oh man, it's going down. It's your boy Big K.R.I.T, third co-representing. Peep me on Twitter, Big Facebook.com/Big K.R.I.T. Go to Instagram, YOUNGKRIZZLE. That's Young Krizzle. Go to BigK.com to check out all the tour dates. We probably in the city near you really soon. Come fuck with your boy. Pay attention to over 29. You know what it is.
I bet, man. Thanks, man.
Oh, and we got a single out with Rico Love. Pay attention. Yeah, my
Okay,
bad.
no, that's cool, man. It's your boy Brandon B. White signing off with Big K.R.I.T, man. HipHop1987.com.
No doubt.
Shout my hip hop since 1987, niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.
Like you said, I'm the son of Big Pun, the late great, and I've been doing this for about 3 years now, maybe some change, and I got 2 tapes out. They're both on datpiff.com for free download. It's Wonderland of Misery and Wonderland of Misery 2, and I got an EP on iTunes.